Hi, guys. I'm trying to see. So, let me. Yes, we are live again. So, I wanted to talk about this male protection. And this has nothing to do with race, okay? Because male protection is just male protection. Okay. So, first, I just want to start off by saying this. Men today don't know what it really means to protect. They don't know what it really means. So I wanted to explain. I wanted to throw out my thoughts, not saying I'm right, just throwing them out here. This is just my opinion based off of my upbringing, my experience. What does healthy masculinity? Yeah, what is healthy masculinity? What is that? I'm going to start off by saying in my environment, I really don't feel like women really respect healthy masculinity. And the feminist movement doesn't allow them to. Now, please understand, when I speak on the feminist movement, I'm speaking on the movement. I'm not speaking on feminism. There is a huge difference. I'm not speaking on feminism. I'm speaking on the feminist movement when I say that. I cannot open my bottle of wine. Come on. Okay, so when I think of male protection, I think of male intimidation. That's the first thing that comes to my head. Male intimidation is simply having a man present. He ain't killing nobody. He ain't stabbing nobody. He ain't shooting nobody. He is simply present. Jeez. I'm finishing my Menage a Trois Silk Soft Red Blend, if you're interested. I don't feel like men today understand what that looks like. You know, male protection to me is male intimidation. Having a man in your home, just having a man in your home. Let me repeat this. Just having a man there offers protection. He does not have to be Superman. Women who have a man in the home cannot be easily targeted, preyed on. I don't think people understand that. Men today feel like they have to fight somebody, they got to shoot somebody, they got to kill somebody, they got to stab somebody, they got to fight somebody, they got to go to jail. No, sir. You showing up is enough. But I don't think men know that. Another example would be when you grow up in a single parent household, when boys grow up in a single parent household, a single mother household, you know, they're looked at as the man of the home. Why? Because his male presence, even as a boy, it means something. Again, he ain't got to fight nobody. He don't have to stab nobody. He doesn't have to shoot anyone. him being there serves a purpose, which brings me to my next point. This is my next point. Men today, regardless of race, I don't really feel like they know what it I don't feel like they know what it really means to be a man because they lack identity. They lack identity. They lack awareness. They lack being aware of who they are and what that looks like, how they fit in, because you really have been on the internet thinking that when we as women say, oh, we need a man's protection, we want a man's protection, protect Black women, the first thing that they think is, oh, I have to be aggressive physically, violently. And that's not true. That is not what male protection looks like. It can look like that, but that's on an extreme level. That's on a survival mode level. Not every woman really needs that level, though. Sometimes it just means you being there as a man. Your male intimidation is something she does not have because she's a woman. She's a woman. I'm pretty sure a certain race of men is much more. Wait. It's much more likely to protect a woman than other races of men. I'm sure. I mean, I feel like the reason why I feel like the only reason, and I'm just going to say white men understand this concept. And it's because they had a man in the home to show them this concept. They had a man in the home to show them what it means to protect women. And it's simply by showing up. That's it. That is it. That is it. We live in America. They make everything a race war. They make money off of race wars. They make money off of race wars. That's how this country was built. That's how this country was built. And it's still being funded with race wars. It's crazy that we're even having this conversation. It's because, the Dusties always chime in and they comment on things that they don't know anything about because they have not either experienced it, witnessed it, or had it. So they are confused. But having a real man in your life will offer protection automatically because he's in your life. So with that being said, to me, masculinity, I respect true masculinity. As a woman, I respect masculinity. So when I say I respect masculinity, I have to bring this into the conversation as well. Women today that are thick within the feminist movement, not feminism, feminist movement, the movement. Okay, this does not take away from women's rights. Of course, I'm for women's rights. I'm a woman. Of course, I'm for women's rights. However, because of the feminist movement, women feel like they don't want to respect masculinity. So a lot of men today don't know where to fit in with that. Well, I'm like, well, if they don't respect masculinity, and what is masculinity? It's leadership. It's leadership. And in order for a man to be within his masculine, you have to allow him to lead you. Now, another layer to this conversation is you just don't allow any man to lead you. Pookie, Ray can't lead you. Dusty, Brad, and Chad cannot lead you. I am far from a Dusty. But hold on. Wait. Oh, I didn't even see this man's comment. Where's the comment at? Who is it? Oh, specifically people who hold on, let me see. Because, you know, I like to interact with you guys. That's why you got to catch my lives, especially small ones like this. We can actually have a conversation. I'm going to have to catch the playback, but you look beautiful. Thank you so much. Tay, I did not see it. Okay, let me go back to the top. Tay. Oh my gosh. Okay. He needs to grow up. Listen, when I listen to rap songs, when I'm in the gym, that's the only time I like to listen to rap songs. When they're referring to women as bitches, hoes, and thoughts, I know for a fact that they're not talking to me because I don't carry myself in that way. So I don't take offense to it. You gotta know when you gotta let, you know, things roll off your back. If you know somebody is not talking about you to you, why do you get mad? I love it when men say, don't call men Dusties. Listen, Dusties, y'all gotta have a name. Can't call you men. I actually respect men. I put men in high regards. Dusties, I don't put y'all in high regards. So I got to separate you guys. So when I'm speaking to the Dusties, please understand. I'm speaking to the Pookies, the Ray Rays, the bottom barrel Brads and Chads, and they friends. That's what I'm speaking to. So I got to separate you guys because, like I said, men, I actually respect men. Dusties, I don't respect Dusties. Men, women, however you want to identify. If you have dusty tendencies and dusty behaviors, I can't. I just can't. I don't have any patience for you guys. Just bums. Don't want to do nothing with themselves. Don't believe in getting a job. Don't make smart decisions. Don't try to improve themselves. This goes for men and women, because I know some dusty women too. Keep getting pregnant by the same guy that don't want to take care of the first two kids you had. The first kid you know, I've seen that too. I talk about that too on this channel. Layla, no, she's not getting promotion off me unless she pays me. If he wants promotion, you got to pay me, just like any other brand. Okay, yeah, not a dusty select man here. No dusty tendencies. Yeah, if you're, listen, I'm never talking about the men that are doing something. Like you making something happen. You have some hustle up in you. You out here starting businesses. You're getting educated, or you are educated. You're big on investments. You're making smart decisions and choices. You're not putting your identity in materialism. You're not putting your identity in status within a system. You know, you're not, you know, and that is a totally different conversation. You're not putting your identity on things. Like, you're finding your identity within. You're maybe taking on a spiritual level, a spirituality journey or something like that. I respect men like that. But I don't respect men that are just lost, because you can't lead me. You can't give me leadership. You cannot, a man that is lost cannot give a woman leadership. So it's hard to respect a man who, if you are a man, right, that is your role as a man. But I be seeing a lot of men complain. I see a lot of men complain about being a man, feeling like offering protection is a burden to them. That's crazy to me. And then what men don't understand is, when you offer a woman protection, it's just simply showing up. So you're telling me you don't know how to show up. That's what you're telling me. When you say, oh, I'm not protecting a woman, you're simply saying you don't know how to show up. That's what you're saying. And the ones that are saying it don't have a father. Don't have a father figure of some kind. A mentor, a coach. I know plenty of men that didn't grow up with a father. They had a coach in their life that gave them some type of direction, some type of leadership. So if you don't have leadership, how can you lead me? And I need women to understand that. Stop having babies by men that don't have a father figure of some kind in their life, giving them guidance and leadership. Or their fathers were dusties. That's true. Having a sense of identity is so important. This is why I refuse to submit to a man that puts money, materialism above himself. I just can't do it because, and let me explain why. If a man is putting his identity in the things that he has and the status that he has, if he loses everything, if he loses everything that he has that made him into who he feels he is, when those things are gone, what man did I submit to? What man am I in a relationship with? What man did I marry? What man did I marry? And that's a lot of men today. Ask any of these white feminists if they would change places with black women. Majority of them will vote. Majority of them still voted Trump despite all that feminist talk. Don't be fooled. I be trying to tell people the feminist movement is not for black women. I don't know. The feminist movement, not feminism. Feminism is your born right, okay? As a woman, you were born a female. That is your born right. That is your identity. Feminism is your identity. Feminist movement, totally different story. The feminist movement started in 1951 as blacks here in America. My ancestors were still enslaved. So the feminist movement's agenda has always been for the white woman's success. It's never been for mine. And then they get us as black women to join on to their movement to amplify them, not us. We standing in the same spot. We got to create hashtags like Black Lives Matter, protect black women, say her name. Do I need to continue to list other movements that we have had to create outside of the feminist movement? Aren't we women? I'm a woman. I mean, I know I'm black, but damn, I'm a woman. I can't get no support. We got to create another movement called the Crown Act so we can wear our natural hair in the business place in corporate America. And you want to talk to me about the feminist movement? Listen, I'm not a feminist. I'm not a feminist. And then another thing that I don't like about the feminist movement, not feminism, the feminist movement, they never speak about what it looks like to be in a relationship with a man, the dynamic, the roles. They never speak on that because they don't respect masculinity. And masculinity is valuable to you as a woman. You got me pointing at the camera. It's valuable to you as a woman because it offers protection, assistance when you get with the right man. If you're out here getting with a bum, that's a choice that you're making. If you're out here with an actual man, he's going to offer you leadership, protection, and he's going to provide for you. So choose wisely. Hold on. There was someone I was going to respond to. Okay, hold on. Okay, Jordan Smith, a man in school here looking into real estate and community-based work. Okay. Come on, brothers. Let's level up. I'm here for that, Jordan. You got my respect. When men do what they're supposed to do and it benefits them, 100%. It don't benefit me. You have my respect. When you out here on BS causing problems in the community, not trying to improve it, you don't have my respect. Yes, it's not about Bella Z. It's not about fighting. It's about showing up. But I don't feel like a lot of men today know how to show up because, again, they were not shown. My women's studies teacher tried to make it seem like it was for everyone. Sorry, professor, not today. Let them know, sis. Let them know. Okay, I am all about women empowerment, you guys. I'm all about it. That's why when it comes to Jessica X, I'm rooting for her. Even though I don't like how she attacked Chrissy, I'm not about to sit up here and fall victim to a person that's trying to make a come up, okay? So she gonna do what she gonna do. But every woman has a place. I don't have to agree with everything that you do. I still believe in womanism and I still believe in feminism. I just do not believe in the feminist movement. There is a difference. Oh, I should make a video about feminism and womanism. Is the culture ready for that? Because I think Black women and women of color, right? We just accept crumbs and that's it. And we're satisfied. So I just feel like Black women need to demand more. Stop just accepting crumbs because that's all a person is willing to give you. You deserve more than that, not just breadcrumbs. We should not have to create a hashtag, protect Black women. We are women. I'm a woman. I don't get it. I don't get it. If he needs external validation from things around him to make him whole, I don't want to see that man without that, because he will go back into a resentful boy. Exactly. Thank you, Ivy. Thank you. That's why I don't date men that put their identity in materialism, in status, and the things that they have, because I don't want to get in a relationship with a man who will become a broken boy if he hits hard times, if he goes through a hardship. I don't want to deal with that, because the man that I got into a relationship with, or the man that I married, is no longer that man because he's lost everything that he's had because he's going through a hardship. I don't want to be in a relationship with a man like that for that reason alone. So many men out here think that status means something to me. They try to impress me by pulling out their wallet and pulling out stacks of cash. Listen, get a debit card, bro. I don't know who needs it. Just get a debit card. Okay? Go get you a little debit card. You don't need to pull out a stack of cash in front of me. That don't impress me, okay? You know what impresses me? A man with purpose. A man with purpose. Three things that I look for in a man. 3 things. This is how I determine whether or not I will respect you as a man. First things first. Integrity. Do you have integrity? Do you have integrity? Do you have integrity? That's the first thing that I look for. Now, let me explain why. I ask this question because if a man has integrity, he's going to do right by me when I'm not around, or because no person walking this earth is perfect. No person walking this earth is perfect. So even in the midst of his mistakes, he's still going to do right by me because he has integrity. So that's the first thing that I look for. A man that has integrity will respect you. A man that has integrity will think of your well-being. A man that has integrity will think of you and your feelings, your emotions. He's not just going to react out of his own emotions. He's going to take in consideration how you would feel about things because he has integrity. That is the number one thing that I look for in a man. It's not money. It's not money. Money is not the first thing it's not the first thing. It is coming though, but it's just not the first thing that I look for. So when men try to impress me by wearing chains, oh my gosh. This is why high earning dusties is a thing. You know, you're dealing with a high earning dusty when he tries to impress you with a chain around his neck, sweetie. So high earning dusties are out here. When he tries to pull out that chain that he got because he making a little money. I don't like loud men. I don't like loud. I think it's tacky. Oh my God, call me L. Flaunting money and designer is so tacky to me. It's just tacky. I just don't like it. Right there and then I know your energy lacks confidence when you flaunt with money and designer. You can't just flaunt with your energy. You can't just flaunt with your personality. You can't just flaunt with your wit, your intellect. You have to flaunt with money and designer. It's very tacky to me. No, I'm drinking Menage a Trois tonight. Silk soft blend red or soft red blend. It's one of my favorites. The boys on IG do that all the time, as if that ain't their mama's money. But they're getting it from the red pill content creators because that's what they teach them to do. They want to get the women. They want to get the women. And so because they want to get the women, they have to flash and flaunt and be tacky. Not impressed by that. Typical J. Vivian. Most white women want to get equal opportunities as white men, but they don't want to destroy the entirety of why you think half of them voted for Trump. Oh, yeah. But the black women, I don't feel like black women understand that, but it's the dynamic of how we're taught in society. Yeah, it's a turn down. Very low vibrational. Insecurities. Oh my God. Insecurities are loud. Confidence is silent. Confidence is silent. Confidence is very, very quiet. There's no personality. Another thing that I want to talk about too is women today that are really, really sucked into the feminist movement. Again, feminist movement. I'm not speaking on feminism and womanism. Completely, totally separate conversations. They feel like men have to agree with everything that they do and say. And I'm here to tell you this. I don't want a man agreeing with every little thing that I do and every little thing that I say. Ooh, I know y'all wasn't expecting that. Men that I respect and I put in high regards, I don't want him agreeing with me on everything. A person that agrees with you on everything cannot offer you a new perspective, a different perspective. They can't offer you leadership. They can't offer you guidance. They agree with everything that you say. Why would I want a man like that? Why would I want a man like that? Why would I want, if I wanted to talk to a man that agrees with every little thing that I say, I'm gonna just go talk to my girlfriends. If I wanted a woman's opinion, if I wanted a woman's perspective, I'm gonna just go talk to my homegirls. I'm not gonna go talk to a man. I'm looking for a man's opinion based off of his way of thinking, not mine. But when you're dealing with men who have integrity, they're not disagreeing with you out of disrespect. They're disagreeing with you because they feel that the advice that they're offering you could be good for you, contributes to your well-being. So no, men that I put in high regards, men that have integrity, men that I respect can give me advice. And no, I don't want them to agree with me unless it logically makes sense. If it doesn't logically make sense, I want you to tell me the truth. I want to know what you think as a man. I know what I think. I believe in masculine and feminine partnerships. That includes same sex. That includes same-sex relationships. But the dynamic of relationships is this, regardless of if you're same sex or not. Someone has to be masculine, someone has to be more masculine, someone has to be more feminine in order for that relationship to truly work. And that's one thing that I admire about same-sex couples. They understand what that looks like. They understand how it works. They understand how to find balance within their relationship to where they have a healthy relationship. Okay. If you can't deal with men that are intellectual, don't give them your time. Right. I need to keep my mind sharp. And that's what I love a man that speaks even when I don't agree. Because men and women we're naturally different. We're naturally different. Why? We go out into the same system they go out into. We have different experiences. So of course, because of our different experiences, we can live under the same roof and have totally different experiences because of how we identify within society. So because of that, He's not going to agree on everything that I say, and I'm not going to agree on everything that he says. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, we respect each other. So when we have our disagreements, not arguments, disagreements, it's still respectful. There is a difference. A real man will tell you what you don't want to hear but need to. And those are the type of men that I keep around me. I only keep those type of men around me. I don't keep yes men's around me at all. And the men that know me on a personal level, they know I'm talking to the dusties when I speak negatively on men, dusties. I feel that men are afraid of challenging each other. Oof, girl. Yeah, the dusty ones are. It requires them to actually do something. It requires them to actually put in some work. Y'all know I'm all about putting in work. Okay? I'm all about putting in work. I'm a competitor. I compete. That's what I do. I've been competing since I was 5 years old. So that's why when I give my commentary, I'm always saying compete, because that's what I'm all about. So if a man don't want to compete on his level, you got to compete with other men. Just like I'm competing with other women, you have to compete with other men. We going out into the system to compete. That's what we're doing. I feel that men are afraid. Wait, I already read that one. Oh, I can't stand a stingy man. I've never dated a stingy man though. I've always dated givers. It's a little too much though. Sometimes I'm like, are you trying to buy me, sir? Can you talk about men who always want to be in competition with you? Listen, men who want to be in competition with you lack something within themselves, so they see you as a competition. That's a dusty. That's not a man. That's a dust. D. Yes, Aries energy. Okay. Hold on. A man without a purpose in life is lost and he will lead you astray. Okay. Say that. I personally believe they have no self-discipline or accountability. Just my opinion. Men hate competition with women or themselves, so they encourage women to compete with each other. Yeah, that's true. That's so true. Yeah, that's true. Can we please talk about Black men who think they are the prize because they have the ability to provide and protect? It's just feminine to me. It's just like real men compete. They're not trying to be a prize. They want to compete for the prize, not be the prize. I talk to men in my circle. They think that's weird. they think that's weird. Again, there's y'all got to separate these men, okay? Call them dusties. Don't be calling them men. Call them dusty. Listen, any man that sees themselves as a prize over competing is feminine. Men don't want to be prizes. They want to compete. They don't want to be prizes. You know what a prize is? When you go to jail and you become a little, I got a picture in my phone that's very disturbing. They want to be a prize. They can go to jail and be a prize. They could be somebody's prize if they really want to be. But you need to switch teams. You need to code switch. You need to go to the other side. Because do they know what it means? It means that a prize means that a person has conquered something. So basically you're saying a woman has conquered you or a man has conquered you. Like, what is it? It's very feminine. I don't like that. And y'all, this is how I know I'm not gay. Okay? This is how I know I'm not gay. I like masculinity. So if you show any signs of any type of feminine trait as a heterosexual male that I'm dating, I'm out. You calling yourself a prize? Who do you want to conquer you? Who Who are you? Who's conquering you? I just want to know who. Because when I think of prizes, I think of bottoms. Any gay men on here? I think about bottoms. Because a man is conquering you. That's what that means. That's what that means. That's not cute. That is not cute, honey. That's just not. That's not for me. When I see men say prizes, I'm thinking, who is conquering you? We have more in common. That's not cute. That's weird. Oh, they may want a masculine man or a masculine woman, which is fine, but just say that. But that's not cute. What you know about a feminine man? A feminine man has feminine tendencies. They want to be seen as a prize. What is wrong with that? It's about energies. Femininity is all about energies. And when you want to be a prize, you carry yourself in a very feminine manner. So I don't do stigmas and stereotypes. It's just all about the energy that you are in majority of the time. So, because men and women, we both carry both feminine and masculine energy. Each individual should find balance. But depending on the type of partner you want to attract, you need to take on one energy more than the other. So because I want to attract a very masculine man, respectable, integrity type of masculine man, I'm going to take on a more feminine energy. It looks differently depending on what you want. I'm not about to tell you what energy you should take more on, but I'm telling you what it is. If a man is walking around calling himself a prize, that means he wants something or someone to conquer them. That is what it means. Okay? So I look at men who say prizes and stuff. That's bottom mentality. That's not cute. That's not cute. That's not cute to me. Feminine men are sometimes the most dangerous when they don't have their. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Navy. She said it makes sense. I'm just saying what goes through my mind when I hear that. That's crazy. It's their way to attack Black women to keep them at the bottom. Yeah, that's why I don't listen to them, because you listen, you ain't gonna change what I'm doing over here. My program, you're not gonna change what I do over here. Yeah, men wanting a woman to chase them. Listen, there's a man right now in my life. We in this even though I'm not dating nobody, but listen, me and him been on and off dating for a while now. But like, we had some hiccups in the road. Like, you ever had a relationship where you guys kind of just separate because of life, not necessarily because anything went wrong or you guys got into an argument or anything like that. But we recently got into a disagreement because he tried to tell me I'm regular. And I'm like, regular? Who is regular? I don't think regular to be called regular. He's so used to girls chasing and bowing down just because he got some status. Listen, so I'm in this, you got to teach men sometimes. And sometimes teaching them means showing them that you actually mean what you say. A lot of women be like, yeah, like he ain't this or he ain't that, but then still be in his energy, in his presence. Listen, if I say something, I mean that. So right now we're in this standoff. We're in this standoff against each other. So I'm gonna win this though. You think I'm playing? Sometimes you really gotta show men what you mean. And this is another thing, okay? To the women that want to date up, you want to date up. You want to date a man that has money and status, okay? You want to date a man that has money and status. It's a different ball game. It's a totally different ball game. It's a totally different ball game. You can lose yourself as a woman when you date a man with status. Because he feels like because he has money, you have to just be submissive and not have a voice. You can be submissive, but you should still have a voice within that relationship dynamic. Okay. Now, this man, he to me is worth it because he has a good head on his shoulders. He comes from a good family. He takes care of his family. He's a good person. It's just he's not used to a woman meaning what she's saying. Who am I blocking? So to the women that think, oh, all you got to do is get a man with status. All you got to do is get a man with some money. Listen, it's a totally different ball game. You have to, in the beginning. I'm not about to go look for him. In the beginning, listen, let me just add somebody. In the beginning, when you are in that space of being submissive, you still have to show him who you are as a woman. And you have to know that, hey, yeah, you may be leading, you may be head, you may be all of these things. But at the end of the day, my voice matters in this relationship. You can't just walk all over me just because you have some money and some status. Like, that's just not how it works. So men with hella money are the most feminine, I feel. No, he's very traditional. That's another thing. He's a traditional person too. That's another thing that I like. No, not all men are like that. Um, Block the man that I don't care if a man on the internet wants to call me regular. Like, that's fine. That don't bother y'all. Y'all gotta let men say what they say and let it roll off your back. That don't bother me. And let me tell you something. I don't consider myself regular because of my mind, not because of how I look. Let me just throw that out there. I don't consider myself regular because of how I think and how I carry myself as a woman. It has nothing to do with what I look like. So just throwing that out there. She talking about the dude you're talking about right now. I don't know. I was in a debate with a boy. He was saying, and oh, they wait. Oh, he called me regular. He gonna apologize. I did a tarot. He's gonna apologize. He feels bad. He don't think I know, but I know. I know things. So, um, no, yes, and women, you have to know your self worth. Okay, men are, and this is another thing. Y'all gotta allow these men to make mistakes, but you gotta allow the ones that are worth it to, not the dusties, not the dusties. Because I'm going to say things that could be harmful or hurtful. He's going to say things that are harmful and hurtful. But at the end of the day, if a person really cares about you, they're going to apologize. You're not going to have perfect relationships. And that's another thing that I want to talk about. I feel like women today be wanting a perfect relationship. There's no such thing as a perfect relationship. A person may say things that they don't mean. You may say things that you don't mean. There's no such thing as a perfect relationship. And I feel like when we get on these apps, we get on the internet and stuff like that, people just think relationships are perfect. No, relationships come with disagreements, misunderstandings, power struggles, you know, he in his energy, I'm in my energy, and we in this standoff. But I'm not bowing down to him. Why? Because I have to let him know that my voice matters in this relationship, friendship, whatever you want to call it. So you and women, this is what you guys need to understand. When you are dating someone, okay, standard sometimes looks like this: speaking your mind, pissing that man off, him ignoring you, And if you stand off long enough, he'll come around if he feels like you're worth it. We play chess, not checkers. Yes, life is very complicated. As long as relationships is, it's not, no, it's not toxic. It's not abusive at all. Far from that. Jesus. I got out of a toxic situationship. That was toxic. But no, this is different. This is very, very different. I never been called regular, basic, I swear word, or anything of the like. I think you too pretty to go through that childish stuff. No, he just looks at women. Listen, you got to understand his situation. Let me explain it to him. If you're a man, you have money, you have status, and you have women practically throwing themselves at you, and you say something like, oh, the only people that really, you regular, the only people in my life that really matter are my parents. That's understandable. But I need to let him know that I'm not regular. I'm not like everybody else. I'm not like everybody else. I'm not like all the other girls that you deal with. So, ladies, you have to separate yourself. How do you do that? By voicing how you feel, making it known like, hey, you can't just talk to me like that. You may be able to talk to these other little females like that, but you can't talk to me like that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, women who want to date men with status, y'all don't know how. Y'all don't know how. And then a lot of y'all would block him because he you felt like he didn't talk to you the way you wanted him to. But you got to understand his position too. As a woman, you got to have vision. So I understood what he was saying. He wasn't really trying to be disrespectful, in my opinion. But again, I'm here to prove who I am. And by proving to him, I am voicing what I don't tolerate. You're not about to call me regular. You can call these other females regular. You can talk to these other females however you want to talk to these other females, but I'm not them. It's that. That's what I'm saying. Everybody want to get out here and date a man with some money and some status, and then y'all don't know how it's done. Makes me question if you're really out here doing it. I'm talking about men with actual substance, identities, purpose, drive, vision, work ethic. Different ball game. Totally different ball game. Exactly. But that's what he's used to. No, none of these girls. That's another thing. These girls be dating men with money and they just let them talk to them any type of way. Not me. And that's the thing. My therapist said, when you get in a relationship with a man that has money and status, if you don't want to lose yourself in that relationship, marriage, whatever, you have to voice who you are. You have to make it known who you are. So I think I can admit to not knowing how. Like, my long game isn't good. I leave very fast. Oof. I don't speak my feelings. I just, that's not good, girl. You gotta, and that's the thing. He's in this energy of thinking about the situation. Thinking about what he said. How do I know all of this? I can't tell you guys. He's thinking about what he said, how he said it. And listen, let me tell you how men work. If a man is not thinking about you in deep thought, he don't really care about you like that. He just gonna move on to somebody else and think of something new. He's not gonna be thinking about you. He's not gonna be thinking about how, dang, I probably should apologize because I disrespected her. And this is another thing. The type of women that some of these men be around, they be around them so much that when they actually come across a woman, right, that has some substance and that has some standards, when they speak to you, they say certain things that you don't find to be offensive because no one has checked them over it. They have allowed them to talk to them any type of way, talk down to them, all because they have money. You got girls out here really like that. Will allow a man to talk to them any type of way, all because of their status. So he didn't feel what he said was offensive. I found it offensive. I checked him. Know your worth. It's called, yes, self-respect. I watch Universe Guru or Shara 7. One, the guy will know your worth off the bat. You won't have to prove anything. Facts. I understand what you're saying. It just sounds like misogyny tendencies, at least. Like, I'm just misogyny. If you're dealing with a man, he's going to have some misogyny. You have to figure out if it's toxic or not. And if you're out here ghosting and you're not expressing your feelings, that does not help. You need to address the issues. Standards are setting them verbally sometimes. It's not just having a list and having just having a list and having a box and, oh, okay, he passes that. That's not what having standards is. Okay? People are going to make mistakes. You set up a boundary. That is what standards is. He now knows he cannot talk to me like that. Okay? You can meet somebody tomorrow, have a conversation. They may say something to you that was very offensive, even though to them they didn't feel like it was. Prime example, Aaliyah J right now. She offended Nigerians because she compared their food to dog food. Why the hell she would do that? I'm not sure why she would do that. It's very disrespectful. But she didn't feel it was, just like he didn't feel what he said was disrespectful to me. So now, because of the outrage that Aaliyah J is experiencing from what she said, she now understands and knows that she cannot speak on Nigerian people's food, okay? I don't know why she thought that was okay. I don't know what she was thinking. But honestly, you shouldn't disrespect people's cultures, period. I don't care. Afro-Americans too that be saying, or people who claim Asians food is dog food and cat food. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. Yanni, what do you think about this new wave of men who think women have to earn romantic, thoughtful dates? They don't get sex? Listen, you gotta romance me out of these panties, honey. These panties just don't come off. You gotta romance me out of these panties. Okay? Telling me to come over and Netflix and chill, it's not gonna get me out of these panties. Now, if you whining and dining and romancing me, you can romance me right out of these panties, for sure. For sure. For sure. Not within 30 days either, for those that are asking. But no, courting me, you can court me out of these panties. But Netflix and chill, no. And if women collectively, if we could just, raise the bar a little bit and have these men work for, the cookie, then we could really get somewhere. Coffee is not a date. Now, coffee in a movie, coffee in a pumpkin patch, coffee in an apple, cherry picking. We need an activity when it comes to this coffee meetup to call it a date. If it's just coffee, it's just a meetup, meet and greet, business. Because that's what I do when I meet up with business people. When we have business, we conduct business. That's who I meet up with and have coffee with, not a man that I'm dating. So these are my standards. Y'all come up with your own standards. And again, just like I was saying earlier in this live, I literally said some men would find a coffee meetup as a date. I don't. I find that to be disrespectful. You really think I'm going to go for some coffee? You know how much coffee is, like, what, $3 at Starbucks, $4 at Starbucks, maybe $10 at the most? You think you think that's a date? I take that kind of low-key offensive. Like, I'm worth more than a coffee. But okay. That's what we going for. Yeah, coffee and art. Listen, I love coffee. Love it. I drink it all the time. But just coffee? Coffee, paintballing, coffee, something. Now we could go to like a coffee place where you can taste different flavors. I mean, be creative. Coffee though, that's just it. Coffee. Mm-mm. Listen, there's men out here that will take you on a freaking helicopter ride as a date. You just don't need to settle. The boy I was having a debate with tried to say that black men have it worse than black women. Why do we do that as black people? I don't listen. I definitely took offense to it because it's BS. I think black women should start taking offense and calling it out more. Listen, when it comes to black women and black men debating about who has it worse, is stupidity to me. It's stupidity and it's dumb as hell. I'm not about to debate with a black man about who has it worse. That's stupid. Because first of all, what's the solution? I don't believe in debates unless there's a solution involved. If there's no solution, I'm not debating about anything. That's stupid to me. So black men and black women debating about who has it, that's just stupid. That's like me debating with a Jew who had it worse. That's stupid. That's dumb. Because when it comes to trauma, I don't debate who had it worse. Like, that's stupid. Because if I had to choose, I wouldn't want to be in either situation. So we're not about to debate about something that has no solution to it. I only debate about things that has a solution to it. I don't like arguing for nothing. And it's not even arguing. I don't like debating for no reason. That's just dumb. Yeah, like the oppression Olympics. Please leave that at the door. I'm not about to do that. I don't like, no. That's like me trying to debate as a black woman with a trans black woman about who got it worse. Listen, sis, that's a stupid debate. I'm not debating about that. I don't do trauma debates. Who got it worse? Listen, I don't want either. How about that? I think that's just dumb. Just go to therapy and heal so then we could talk about something else. How about that? Y'all know I'm about therapy and healing. Listen, I'm not, that's the thing. And I see that. I see people debating for no reason. I'm not about to do that. If I'm a debate, I'm hoping that we can come to a solution, a plan, a strategy, an understanding, something. I'm not just about to debate just to debate. That's exhausting. And people be trying to bait me to debate with them. I'm like, girl, if we not coming to an understanding or a solution, I'm not about to raise my blood pressure. Now, if we come into a solution, an agreement, an understanding, we can definitely have a conversation. We can definitely debate it out. But if we're not coming to a solution, no, I'm not doing that. Yeah, trauma bond. I'm not debating about trauma bonds. Like, that's weird. Oppression is not fun. He took it there and I was confused. Yeah, I'm just, no. Hey, vocal in color. I like that. That's cute. Yeah, I want to know, what's the end goal? Okay, I don't want to just be debating just to debate. I don't like arguing, people. I mean, hi, I'm a black girl. I don't like to argue. I don't like to raise my voice. I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm a black girl and I do not like to argue. I think it is such a waste of time. The only time I will argue you is if my life depends on it. Other than that, I'm going to go take a salt bath. I'm going to just go take a salt bath, relax, burn some Palo Santo, and I'm going to just go cool off. I told y'all this. I meant this. When I get married, me and my husband, we're not going to argue. We're going to have disagreements, though, because that's the nature of men and women. Like, we're going to have disagreements. That's the nature of people and individualities. We're going to have differences. But to argue about it, nah. I'm going to exit stage left. I'm going to go take a salt bath. And I'm going to go relax. I'm not about to be stressed. Listen, luxury, black women in luxury, it's just allowing things to fall off your back and not getting upset about every little thing. You know how much energy it takes for me to get upset about every little thing? It takes a lot. It takes a lot. But I'm going to be taking my salt bath, relaxing, releasing that energy because I don't have time. I don't. If there's no solution, there's no greater good, no greater cause, you can leave me out of the debate. I don't want to talk about it. If it's not solving a problem, I don't want to talk about it. Where y'all going to lunch at? Because he better be asking for a lunch date if you told him you're not available after 5 or before noon. Or breakfast, brunch, something. Yeah. Something. Shy glow? Yes, for sure. Girl. Oh, hopefully you're a girl. Are you a girl? Are you a girl? No, I'm a pan. No, wait. I always get this confused. Let me look it up. Because I don't want to give people the wrong gift. People going to be DMing me like, hey. Oh, no. No, I am sapiosexual for sure. Like, I am attracted to a man with intellectual conversation because I always get it confused. I was about to say pansexual, but I'm not pansexual. Wait a minute. So she wants to know what it is. Hold on, let me read y'all the definition. A person finding intelligence sexually attractive or arousing. Yeah, definitely. I'm very, very attracted to that. Yeah, you can get me out of my panties for that. You sure can. But if you dumb and stupid and you don't have no hustle, no drive, no nothing, that's a turn off. That is just not cute. I'm gonna be dry as a desert down there. It's just not gonna be cute. I have to give you my full spectrum of who I am because people be like, what's your sign? Okay, so my sun sign is Aries. Hi to the Aries that are on here. How you doing, girl? And then my moon sign is Sagittarius. Hi, Saggies. I love y'all. Y'all like real, adventurous and stuff. My sagginess comes out when I like to have fun. Okay. And then my Geminis. I'm a Gemini rising. How y'all doing? Now, with me saying those 3 placements, those are only 3 placements within my birth natal chart. I also have a lot of Capricorn placements. Where the Capricorns at? How you doing, girl? Hey, sis. I really like y'all too. Y'all assertive. Y'all about y'all business. Y'all organized. Y'all probably a business owner. If you're a Capricorn, you should definitely be a business owner. Okay? Listen, and it's no surprise that all of the signs are here. Hi. That's probably why you follow me. Hey. That's why I'm crazy. Okay? Aries, Sag, Gemini, Capricorn. Psh, yeah, I'm a lot to handle. Also, let me just say this. Men find me intimidating, but I love it. Okay, I love it. That's why these men on here don't be scaring me. They be scaring y'all. They don't be scaring me. The Dusties be finding me to be intimidating. Men always say I'm intimidating, but listen, let me tell you something. To the women on here that say men always claim they're so intimidating, let me tell you this. They put you on a pedestal when they do that. Listen, for someone to be intimidated by you, they got to look up at you. Oh my God. That's what it means. So when they say they intimidated, girl, he just put you on a pedestal. He just put you on a pedestal. He feel like he can't measure up. That's what that means. When you are intimidating, they respect you for sure. They put you in high regards. They look up to you. That's a good thing. So that's why, like, when men say that, I'm like, that's a compliment. Thank you. You think I'm intimidating? Oh my God. You just put me on a pedestal? Oh my God, thank you. I'm a prize. So, and if he's an alpha male, okay, he's gonna like that challenge. He's gonna like the challenge. That's why I don't mind a man. A man can say I'm intimidated all day. I don't care. I'm so glad I joined this live. I'm about to switch things up going forward. Okay, thanks. Get your life, sis. Get your life, sis. I'm trying to think, was there anything else that I wanted to talk about? Okay, I talked about protection. And protection is just a man being there. Okay. I'm not asking you to fight. I'm not asking you to risk your life. I'm not asking you to die for me. Even though I got men in my life that are willing to die for me. I do. That's a fact. However, I'm not just going to expect that from some random stranger. Like, that's so weird. Okay. But helping a woman to her car at night, like say y'all work together and this woman has to walk to her car at night, you just walk her to her car. That's protection, sir. I don't know who needs to hear that. That's protection. You being there, showing up for a woman, walking her to her car at night, that's protection. I don't know who needs to hear this. Jesus. Whew. That's protection. I'm not surprised. Chris Brown and Tori is making a new song. I'm not surprised. Black women, y'all need to take accountability for that. Because their main demographics are Black women. So the reason why they're coming together to make a song is for you. So y'all need to take accountability for that. Y'all follow them on Instagram. Y'all support them. Y'all still downloading and buying their music and all type of stuff. So if you're upset about that, you got to look in the mirror. You have to look in the mirror. You can't be mad at nobody but yourself. Black women, we support our own disrespect. I tell y'all that all the time. What are your thoughts of the male level up community? Because I'm getting red pill vibes. It depends on who I'm tuning into. Like I told y'all, I like Saint in the center, and I got bashed for that. And I'm just like, I feel like the reason why people get upset, like, listen, you guys, let me speak about Saint in the center for a sec. I actually like his content. I really do. Out of all the men on YouTube, like I said in my last live, I actually respect this man. Why? Because he made something of himself. That's why. He had odds against him, and he still made something of himself. Now, with me saying that, okay, I promote hoe faces. He promotes red pill faces. Oh my gosh. Wow. 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 Okay. I promote hoe faces. He promotes red pill faces. What's wrong with that? I don't get it. That's why I'm be saying, like, sometimes we as women, we get upset at men and we contradict because I'm like, what's the difference between a hoe face and red pill face? But he promotes face of red pill, not lifestyle, face. I don't promote hoe lifestyle. I promote face. That's it. That's it. I hope you guys are not supporting them because their audience should be mainly men. Their content is for men. My content is for women. I hope y'all not supporting them like that. I'll tune in every now and then to get a male's perspective, but that's about it. I normally don't comment unless I feel like, dang, like this really hit for me. But normally I'll show up and watch some people's content that I like really like, and I won't even comment because that's not my space. And if I respect you as a content creator, I'm not going to always comment when I know the content is not really for me. Oh yeah, pick me, support them to the core. They're ride or dies. That's fine. But no, if I support hoe phase, he support red pill phase. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I just don't like it when, that side of YouTube tells men that they should make red pilling a lifestyle. That's crazy. When a man is young, yeah, have fun. I'm not asking you to settle. I'm telling the women to do the same thing. But at some point, you do need to get your life together and settle down and make something of yourself. That's just life. And I think that's why he calls I think this is why he calls his platform Saint and Sinner. So what's the difference between what's a whole phase? That's what I'm just like, what's a whole phase? My whole phase was friends with benefits. Because I don't do that sleeping around. pH balance be all messed up. So the type of whole phase I promote is simply friends with benefits. That's it. I don't promote jumping from bed to bed, because as a woman, your pH balance is going to be all jacked up. And that's just not cute. If you want to be smelly, that's on you. But I don't want to be smelly, so that's not for me. Oh wait, I got a donation. I didn't even see that. Or was it just recently? Hold on. Loving your content. Okay. Hold on. Helping my work time go by here for support. Sending Capricorn energy your way. Thank you. I love me some Capricorn energy. Super sticker. Thank you. Thanks. Y'all so sweet. I appreciate the donations, y'all. Y'all don't have to, but I do appreciate it. People don't know how to have fun without bringing kids into it. Yeah. Right. That's the thing. Okay. I promote safe sex. But again, even when you're in if you're out here having casual sex, okay, if you choose to have casual sex does not automatically mean you're hopping from bed to bed. Sometimes it means you have a casual sexual agreement with another person. That was my whole phase, because I always said I wouldn't just be out here having sex just to have sex. I always said I would only have sex within a relationship. So I was like, you know what? Let me have a whole phase. My whole phase was doing something that I said I would never do, which was to have sexual relations, casual relations with a man that I was not in a relationship with. So whole phases look differently for different people. Now, when it comes to my pH balance, me and my body cannot just be going through different beds. And then I'm not gonna lie, I got some OCD. I can never have a one night stand. Like, if I don't know your hygiene routine, I just need to know what your hygiene routine is. I don't like sleeping with men that smell, that don't shower on a regular basis. I don't like that. That don't brush their teeth on a regular. No, ma'am. So partially the reason why I don't have one night stands is because I need to know what your oral hygiene is. I need to know what your hygiene routine is for me to be sexual with you. It don't have nothing to do with no society standards. It don't have nothing to do with religious values, spirituality, none of that. It has everything to do with the fact that Yanni, I'm big on hygiene. I'm just big on hygiene. When I look for a man, I told y'all, first thing I'm looking at, teeth, fingernails, clean shoes. I don't care what kind of shoes you got on. I don't care if they Gucci or whatever. Are they clean? That's what I look. Are they clean? If they clean, you got my attention. If they not clean, I can't help you. I just can't. But yeah, I don't like that. I gotta know what your routine is. It don't got nothing to do with religion and standards and all that other stuff that they be talking about. So these are my standards. It's not even a rule. It's not. Listen, I don't do rules, y'all. I don't do rules and guidelines because every situation is going to be different. Every situation is going to be different. But I do have my like hard standards, like teeth and nails and shoes. Yeah, I'm not going as far as, oh, you got to have a certain name brand of shoes on. Like, if you're not wearing Nike, I can't talk to you. I'm not like that. But clean, oh yeah, you gotta have clean shoes. That's crazy. That showcases the type of man that you are, or the type of man that he is. Fingernails are a big thing for me. They are. Because I don't want you rubbing up on me with dirty fingernails. That's just nasty. That's nasty. And that sends an indication to me that you don't wash your hands, which is disgusting. So That is why I don't do fingernails. Honestly, I'm not that interested in sex, and that is fine, girl. I didn't have sex for a very long time. That is so true. I don't know what it's about. Black women not caring to protect themselves from men turning them into single mothers doing these whole things. Yeah, that's the thing. And this is, listen, I honestly feel like, because Jessie Woo posted a video today about, like, do women actually mean what they say when they say, come in me, right? That was yes, let me take it there. Let me see if I can find the video. Just give me a sec, because if I can find the video, I'm going to show y'all what I'm talking about. Let me try to find this video. Yes. First of all, you never tell a man that. And then how are you telling a man that? And so he not wearing a condom? I got questions. Then let's talk about that, because you can't just be out here allowing any man to just come in you. Yep, I think I found it. Okay, yep, I found it. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. You can't just be allowing any man to come in you. It throws off your pH balance. Again, it throws off your pH balance. You can't just be allowing men to just come in you just because they ask. And then you in the heat of the moment and you just like, oh my gosh. Hold on, let me share my screen with y'all. Hold on, did I? My bad, y'all. Is that big enough, y'all? Let me just show y'all. Just give me a sec. Let me know if the sound is okay, okay? You gotta fake it, or you have to do the end all, come at me, but you don't mean it. You wanna get oh no, because I thought he really. You tell a nigga come at you, they get so excited, and when you see them out the jerk, you push them off. That's how I get to end it when my pussy tired. Really? I don't mean it. Don't come at me, please. I'm super fertile. But what if they do? How? You push them off. Oh, I'm strong. Oh, I didn't know that. So I should do that. No, please. In your case, no. You're small. You gotta fake it, or you have to do the end all, come at me, but you don't mean it. You wanna get oh no, because I thought he really. You tell a nigga come at you, they get so excited, and when you see them out the jerk, you push them off. That's how I get to end it when my pussy tired. Really? I don't mean it. Don't come at me, please. I'm super fertile. But what if they do? How? You push them off. Oh, I'm strong. Oh, I didn't know that. So I should do that. No, please. In your case, no. You're small. No, ma'am. Hold on. I have to go to her page because I'm like, is this that one girl that I think that? Yeah, she don't like me. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, that's just a lot. I don't even. I would never play with my life like that. I'm sorry. That's probably why I don't have no kids. Maybe, I don't know. But Jessie Woo is gorgeous. I was watching her YouTube videos today on the T.I. and Tiny situation. She is gorgeous, y'all. Like, that is one beautiful woman. She is gorgeous. Push him off. That means listen, if she's saying that means a condom is not being used. Now, listen, we're not going to say that's nasty. We're not going to say it's nasty. Listen, cum and sex is natural as hell. But, okay, not everyone deserves that level of intimacy with you. Everyone doesn't deserve that level of intimacy. It's not nasty. It's just not everyone deserves that level of intimacy. Cum and sex is so natural. But not everyone deserves that level of intimacy. It's very irresponsible. That's why that girl don't like me. That girl don't like me because she always be saying things and I just be like, you know what? I guess if that's what you want to do, if you want to put your life on the line like that, okay. I do have a question though. How do you guys feel about being in just a relationship? I'm talking about just a relationship. Y'all are committed, but you guys are just in a relationship with each other. How do y'all feel about that? Would you be okay with that? Do you guys use condoms in relationships? Because maybe this woman is talking about having intimacy in a relationship. Yeah, that's very reckless. Somebody said sometimes. So in a relationship, sometimes. Okay. So maybe that's what she means. What if you're on birth control? Listen, my mama had all 3 kids on birth controls and she was married. So I don't believe in birth control like that. Condoms 24/7. Until we're married, condoms will always be present. Single till married. Nope. I always use condoms if I'm not married. Okay. If you're not trying to have a baby, then yeah, that's what I said. Oh my gosh. Listen, as soon as you take that condom off, you want to have a baby. As soon as, I don't care if you're on birth control or not, because like I said, my mama had all 3 kids on birth control. I don't know what that was all about, but she had all 3 kids on birth control and around the same time. My brothers, we are all Aries. She got pregnant in the summertime, had us in spring. All 3 of her kids while on birth control. So I don't believe in birth control like that. I don't trust birth control like that. So birth control, or no, condoms are a must until marriage. That's what I said. Yep. If you use birth control, you should still use condoms. That's what I said. But we need to make the standard that a man cannot hit raw or anything. He cannot reach that level of intimacy with you, or he should not be able to reach that level of intimacy with you unless at least you're in a relationship. Or if you're really aiming for marriage, then maybe you should not allow that level of intimacy. Yes, all 3. Maybe you shouldn't allow that level of intimacy if your end game is marriage. Listen, women have control. Y'all have more control than these men want you to believe, because if they allow you to believe that you have more control than what you do, then they lose control over you. So if you focus on the fact that you have control over how things move, okay, if your end game is marriage, make him wear a condom every single time. Hold on, what did Mia say? We go to Did I miss it? Did I miss it? Okay, maybe I missed it. I think BC is good sometimes, but it doesn't always work. A man will wear a condom if he knows that that's the only way you're letting him in. Right. Even while, and listen. Let me tell you something else. These men will test you too. They will test you to see what type of woman you are. See, a lot of women, they get tested and they fold. I told y'all I'm in a standoff right now. I told y'all I'm not folding. He think I'm gonna call and reach out? I'm not. You got to be about your word as a woman. That's all you got. You don't got nothing else. Now, you can always use your looks and things to get you certain privileges, but at the end of the day, the only thing that you got is your word as a woman. So with that being said, you got to stand by your word, and men are going to test you to see what you tolerate, what you allow. They're not going to go off of what you say the first few times. They're going to test you to see if you will budge. Budge. They're going to see. And you cannot back down. You have to show up. You have to show up, and you have to make it known what you're not going to tolerate. Hey, Amaya. Yes, I'm up late. I'm about to get off though, because I'm like, this is like turning longer. This is becoming longer than what I thought. I'm like, wow, this is like a lot. I love to always leave on a positive note when it comes to my videos. So, what would you like for me to give advice on? Or what are you going through that you need help with? I love to always leave on a positive note. I'm doing that now. I'm trying really hard not to contact him first. Okay, Abby. Stand your ground, girl. Show them what type of woman you are, sis. Because that's what that's about. Bag or no bag, they still try to trap you because they doing it because you got something they want. Yeah, that's why I'm like, nope, can't do it. What happened to Savvy? I'm not sure. Maybe they left. I really want to be a pastry chef, but I don't like sweets like that. That's hilarious. Well, that's good then. That should make you become more of a chef, but then again, you're gonna have to have somebody taste your food. Making babies thinking somebody about to stay with you. Personal boundaries advice. I have to ask, boundaries pertaining to who? Parents, family, friends? Oh, girl, you are 15. You ahead of the games. Okay, that's what I like. Just take notes. Take notes. Boundaries for everyone. Honestly, I feel like it's all about putting yourself first. If you feel like extending yourself socially, extending yourself energetically is going to self-sabotage, then you need to set a boundary with that person. You need to set a boundary with that person. And how do you set boundaries with people? You communicate how you feel. And then if they don't take your feelings into consideration, or if they don't take the fact that you're setting a boundary with them into consideration, then you need to let them go. You got to get rid of that person. They don't respect you. People who don't respect you don't deserve to be in your life. They got to go. I release people all the time. No thought. I don't ghost. And this is another thing. Today, we make ghosting so normal. But when you ghost people, karma comes back to bite. You have to end cycles with people with a conversation. So if you set the boundary saying, hey, if you do this again, we're no longer cool. We're not friends or whatever. You've set that boundary with that person. And if they went and they did it again, then you can quote unquote ghost. But if you just stop talking to somebody without communicating your feelings, you're not being mature about the situation. You're being very immature. Can't ghost people and not tell them what they did to you. You can ghost someone after you have made it clear to them that you're not going to accept X, Y, and Z. And if they do it anyway, then at that point you can ghost, because that's a person that does not respect you. They know what they did. They grown. If you were ghosted and then they come back and you don't respond, yes, that's okay. That's okay. Because now the karma is put on them. It's not put on you. The karma is put on them. So that's why it's like you have to communicate first. And if they still do the complete opposite after you set that boundary, then you let them go. But you don't just ghost people without expressing to them how they did you wrong, because you're not giving them space to correct their wrongs. Now, this is another thing. I've seen girls that be out here telling a guy or telling a person the same thing 4 and 5 times. Couldn't be me. One time, maybe a second time. Now, when it comes to if I'm going to remove you from my life, If you make 3 mistakes that are just huge, they're all different, but they're huge mistakes, I'm going to have to let you go too. I'm going to have to let you go too. Because people who are trying to do the right thing don't make huge mistakes. That in what are huge mistakes to me? It involves losing my trust. It involves integrity being compromised. It involves the lack of respect. It has to be huge, though, not little petty stuff. Yes, that's my favorite saying. Couldn't be me. I should get a shirt that say "Couldn't be me." Couldn't be me. Just don't be out here saying you love people and you don't. Some people, yeah. Oh my gosh, don't even, girl. That's a little triggering for me. It's too fresh. It's too fresh. Don't say that. Well, I think I have a gambling problem then. Queen. I let a friend go when I was in the hospital with appendicitis, I'm assuming, and they ignored the fact that I said I was in tears. The doctors? Or no, a friend. Yeah, that I would let that friend go. How old are you though? That's some serious stuff. Most grown people, they know better than that. Yeah, if you lost my trust, you're definitely done. We're definitely done. You gotta go. I can't trust you. And when it comes to trust, if you don't trust a person, you can't. They're not worth nothing to you at that point. You can't trust them. You always gonna have to worry about, being stabbed in the back. Talk about love addiction. Love addiction is codependency. I talk about this all the time. I talk about this all the time. Men and women have this issue, especially today, because of sex, because of casual sex. Codependency, love addictions are huge and rampant within our generation because so many people are out here having casual sex, becoming sexually addicted to a person without being emotionally attached, and then it becomes this unhealthy relationship dynamic. It's just not good. Yeah, the appendix is serious. Like, I heard it hurts. Love addiction is when you have a sexual addiction to someone, but it's only sexual. Like, it's a sexual addiction. I was in a sexual addiction type relationship, friends with benefits. And when you are in a sexual addiction type of relationship, you just be doing dumb stuff. You be tolerating dumb stuff. So a lot of the girls that we be seeing on Instagram, and you just be like, why she keep taking them back? Like, didn't he just da? Sexual addiction, love addiction. That's what that is. Now, love addiction, it could be sexual, but sometimes it can also be emotional. So if this man was giving you emotional intimacy, right? You could become addicted to that person because he's giving you something that you can't get somewhere else. So you be fiending. Cheating is a hard no for me, but some girls be so love addicted that they just be tolerating mess. That's why I'm like, a lot of the girls that you see on Instagram, you just don't get it. You don't understand. She be pretty, gorgeous, right? But they be addicted. It's codependency at its finest. Prime example, prime example, De'Ara and Ken. De'Ara and Ken. The reason why their relationship is people don't get it is because they've been with each other since they were kids. They don't know nothing else. They don't know nothing else. They only know each other. So even though it's toxic as hell. It's so toxic. But because they don't know anyone outside of the both of them, they just keep coming back. No, I'm not Jada. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Listen, life can teach you a lot if you allow it. Yeah, it's a trauma bond. And I also explain this too. I love De'Ara. I do. I really do. But she bosses Ken around. And Ken does not like that. So if there are any young girls on here that are in relationships with young men and you guys have young love, you have to understand that at some point in that relationship, you got to allow that man or that boy that's your boyfriend, you have to give him space and room to grow into a man. You have to give that man, you have to give that boy space to transition into a man. Like Ken and De'Ara were together when they were very, very young. And so De'Ara still feels like she can boss him around like they were still young and in love. And you cannot do that. So I think that's why Ken cheats. I feel like he cheats because he gets bossed around by De'Ara and he gets treated like a man by these other women. And De'Ara doesn't know how to basically like kind of just back off and, you know, allow him to make his own decisions, allow him to, you know, become a man. He's not the same Ken anymore. And I noticed that in his vlogs. You know, Ken used to be a little more passive, and I'm not taking up for him at all. I'm not, because what he did was just downright disrespectful. And instead of him cheating, he should have just had a conversation. You don't, it's cowardly to go out and cheat on your spouse instead of voicing how you feel. It's very cowardly. If you're a man, confront her. No need in cheating on her. That's very weak. It's weak when men cheat. However, De'Ara is not innocent. She's just not. She's not. So she gotta allow Ken to be a man and not be bossing him around. If a man was in a relationship, this is a woman that he works with. This is a woman that he's in a relationship with. If she's bossing him around when it comes to the business that they share, she's also bossing him around in the relationship. Where does he have space in his life? Where does he have space in his life to be himself and just be a man? He doesn't. He works with her and is in a relationship with her. So this is a man that's suffocating. So he cheats. That's exactly what he's doing. That's why he's cheating. It's because he doesn't have any room in his life to just be him, be himself, and be in his own identity. It's De'Ara and Ken with work, De'Ara and Ken with the relationship. So she emasculates him in the relationship. That's why he cheats, because he doesn't feel like a man anywhere else. He doesn't feel like a man anywhere else. So he steps outside of the relationship to cheat. It's sad. But Ken, needs to be a man, and he needs to voice that instead of cheating on her. That's very weak. Very weak. So that's my thought on the whole De'Ara and Ken situation. But I never wanted to make a video about it because there's already a stereotype of brown-skinned women and dark-skinned women being masculine. So I just didn't want to feed into that. But that, when I look at them, that is what I see. And I see a man. I see a boy that turned into a man, because I used to watch Karen Den for years. I see a boy trying to turn into a man, but this woman that he's in a relationship with is not trying to grow with him. She's trying to remain the same. And she has to understand that, when you're young and in love, you have to grow together. So De'Ara is changing, Ken is changing. You guys have to grow together. You have to grow together. And they're not. They're growing separately, and it's causing their relationships to be very toxic. But I'm about to get off, you guys. You guys have a lovely night. Hopefully you enjoyed this live. I didn't mean to make it this long, but I just wanted to talk about male protection and masculinity and what that really looks like. And like I said, to the men that feel like protecting a woman is a burden, to the men that feel like protecting a woman means he has to risk his life or lose his life, that is not what it means to protect a woman. Being present, being active, being a leader, okay, being a man of purpose, knowing who you are as a man and your identity is how you protect women. And that's all that I have for tonight. You guys enjoy the rest of y'all's, night. Bye, guys. Peace, love, happiness, always.